Let's do it. Let's do this. Hey, what's up you guys? Yes. And no, that is not my intro. But if you know who I'm referencing, we can be best friends. I just really wanted to say that because today I'm wearing my new shirt that I got recently in the mail from Shane Dawson, and I love it so much because I love him so much. I just had to mention that because I was really feeling dressing up today, but then I was like, who am I kidding? I wear t-shirts like every single day, and this is one of my newer favorite shirts. I got this in the mail over the weekend and I am so obsessed with it. Let me show you again. It's got his name, Shane Dawson, and in his A, it's got the Illuminati symbol eye. I'm personally super into conspiracy theories, and Shane Dawson is literally my favorite person in the whole world. Okay, but anyway, I was just excited to get the shirt. I love it so much. I wanted to wear it today. So, next I feel like I should talk about why I haven't been uploading in a while, and it's been a mixture of several things. I will say that the main reason I haven't uploaded in a while is because I got super overwhelmed. Now, I know that YouTube has been like my absolute passion for years, and I've always wanted to do YouTube. Like, there's never been a doubt in my mind. I just haven't been able to for one reason or another up until this point. So for me, I had to get things in order before I could like officially start my YouTube. And when I did, I didn't really think about scheduling. Like, I know I need to put constant content out there, and that's something that I want to do. That's nothing that I have a problem with, but I was trying to film, edit, and then upload the next day. Like, I wasn't giving myself any breathing time. I just didn't get the scheduling right, and it was like super stressful for me to like try to film a video and then edit it and then get it up like the next day and do that 3 times a week. But now I think I got kind of a good schedule figured out in my head, and I'm gonna give that a try. That wasn't the only reason that I didn't upload, just so you know. I wasn't like, and just stopped uploading. I got sick, my daughter got sick, and I feel like I've said that several times already, but we get sick a lot. I don't know what's going on. My immune system has gone downhill the older I've gotten. And I'm not old, but like, I used to never get sick ever, and now I'm just like constantly getting sick. So that's no fun. And then when I got unsick, I tried to exercise because I really want to get in shape. I used to exercise all the time, and I really enjoy it. And now I really want to get serious. I want to lose weight. I want to get in shape. Like, I am ready. I'm ready for that. And so I started doing at-home workouts because I don't have a gym membership, and I'm like super self-conscious. Like, I'm a keep to myself type of person. I don't like to go out. Like, I like to go out, but I don't really like to be seen, you know what I mean? I like to have my own personal little bubble. So instead of going outside to run, which I'm assuming is what normal people do, I was running in place at home, and I was doing like a ton of exercises. And lo and behold, I hurt my Achilles tendon. It didn't pop, thank goodness, but it came very close. And I've been limping around for quite a bit now. So there's that. My foot is not completely healed, but obviously I can sit down and make videos. I'm not sick anymore, and I think I got my schedule figured out. So I am ready to get back and sit down and film videos for you guys, because this is what I really love to do. Side note, I just recently started watching some YouTubers that I've personally never watched before. They're pretty big on YouTube, but I've never given them a try. And Jackie Aina, I think that's how you say her name, she's one of them. And her little intro song has been stuck in my head all day. Chugga 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 chugga. I need me an intro like that. I'm totally gonna get in this video, by the way. I haven't been here in a while, and I'm like crazy excited. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I don't even know. I don't know. It'll come back to me. It'll come back to me when it's totally irrelevant. I'm gonna do my makeup today, and it's gonna be slightly a talk through tutorial. I don't know. I might talk through the whole thing. I might not. We will see how it goes when it goes. You know what I mean? We'll see. As always, I feel like I don't need to say this anymore, but if you haven't watched my videos before, I got a lot of dogs barking in the background, and that is completely out of my control. So I hope that don't bother you, because that is part of the package, apparently. Oh yeah, that's the thing I wanted to talk about. Bitch, my hairline, do you see this? Oh my God, I got a hairline today. Now, I don't know if you noticed before, but my hair is kind of like really thin up top. I don't have extensions. I wish I had extensions. Would totally love that. That would be great for my hair, but I don't. So to do my thinness up here, I think I've maybe done this once or twice a while back, but I haven't done this in so long. And I was totally inspired to put my hair up in this really frizzy pony. I don't do it as good as her, but I was inspired by Carly Beeble. Is it Beeble? Is it Beeble? Is it Bible? I don't know. I'm so bad with names, you guys. But yeah, she recently put up a ponytail tutorial like this, and I was totally inspired because I can't do hair at all. So I wanted to give it a try, and I did, and it's cute, you know, it's cute, but it's frizzy, and it showed all of my thinness up here. So I took my little black eyeshadow and I did dab, 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 and I am super impressed. Also, if I'm talking too fast for you, I just had a Dr. Pepper and a cookie. So like, I'm ready to go. I am here and I am ready. Yeah. Okay. No more distractions. No more distractions. We are doing this. I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna get started on the eyes. I'm not sure how I feel about this angle of close-upness. It's making me feel a little boxy. Yeah. Can you tell I know how to do hair? It's alright. It's alright. So I'm just gonna use this Maybelline Master Conceal and prime my eyelids. I'm just gonna put a little bit on my finger and dab. I'm actually gonna do one eye at a time. I've been doing that recently, and that helps to avoid creasing. I personally feel like, oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? I've been using my finger a lot recently, but I set aside this little bitty sponge for this. This sponge is so cute, and it's so good for my eyelids because it doesn't like get up in my eyebrows and mess that shit up, because eyebrows are work. I'm working from a bunch of Colourpop single shadows, so I'm just gonna go into Firefly right here in my little Made palette, Firefly. And I'm gonna set my concealer down. Set it down, girl. And this is a step that you don't want to forget when doing eyeshadow. You don't want to just go like straight into the eyelid, because colors are way harder to blend on like a plain eyelid. It can be done, but it's a lot harder, and sometimes will end up really patchy and not the way you wanted it to look. So you put a base down and then you set it down with a powder. The powder is going to help it not decrease, but also the powder is going to help to catch onto your eyeshadow and help that blend in a lot more seamlessly. I feel like this is going to be an insanely long video. Also, if you haven't noticed up close, my face is looking a little shinier than usual. I'm not crazy dry, the weather's changing. I have been doing different skincare routine, and that has definitely affected my face and benefited it greatly. And I've got a moisturizer that came in the mail that I used to be super obsessed with, and I've been using it lately, and it is incredible. The best moisturizer I've ever used. I love it so much. My skin is not so dry these days. I mean, it's dry. My skin's dry. It hadn't like left the dry realm, but you know, something's here, something's happening. To start off, I'm gonna use Wake Up Call as my transition shade. Wake Up Call is one of my favorite all-time transition shades. I feel like it has the undertone that it can go with pretty much anything. So now that we've built that up and kind of blown that everywhere, I'm gonna take Running Late, and I'm gonna do kind of the same thing, just not as high up. I'm even using the same brush. See? Slightly under. This is another one of those shades that I use for pretty much everything. It's called Made to Last, and I'm gonna put this in my crease, and that's just gonna create some dimension without being too dimension-y, you know what I mean? Too much. It is like the perfect amount of dimension. We're gonna crease it up. Crease, crease, crease. Crease, 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 crease. Crease, 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 crease. Okay, sorry about that. I don't even know if you noticed or not, but I had to take a bathroom break and I came back with this cutie. Okay, back to makeup. Back to my eyes, because that's what you came here for, I think. By the way, the brush I used for Made to Last in my crease was a Morphe M518, and the bigger brush that I used to fluff out the transition shades was the e.l.f. Fluffy Eye Blender brush. So now I'm going to take an e.l.f. crease brush, and I am going to use this shade Best Coast Scenario, and we are just going to run that into the crease. I'm going to take this e.l.f. regular eyeshadow brush that was in their dollar line, and these brushes are so good, at least the eyeshadow brushes. I can't vouch for the rest of them. There's a few of them that I like, but this regular eyeshadow brush is really good for packing on color. So I'm going to take that brush in Best Coast Scenario. I'm going to pack it all over the lid. You can't see it that well, but I know you've seen it before. Don't you love my packing on eyeshadow face? Let me back up a little bit so you can see it. Like, this is real. I don't know why I can't put eyeshadow on without making that face. Alright, so we're gonna go back into this crease brush. And I got Best Coast Scenario on it. And we just gonna take that in the crease again. Girl, yes, I love this shade. I'm gonna take a Morphe M505 and I'm gonna go into Paper Tiger. Just because I like everything to be extremely blended, I'm gonna go right back into Wake Up Call, and I am gonna take that fluffy blender again and just kind of go over at the top again. I don't have like a highlight shade in the palette that I got all my single shadows in. So I'm going to go into Kathleen Light's Dream Street and I'm going to use Moony. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with Moony. Before we move on to the face, we are going to take the star of the show, Glass Bowl. And I'm going to take it on my finger right here. Oh my god, yes. This is such a unique shade. I feel like I've worn a similar look to this recently, but I know I didn't film it. This is like a duochrome shade. It's got like blue, green, and silver microfine glitters in it. It definitely tones down the peachiness of this look, but I think that those two colors are such a pretty combination. Now I'm gonna take a makeup wipe and I'm gonna remove the excess, the fallout, the unevenness of where I just blew it out. Now I already moisturized before I sat down to film, so for my face I'm gonna go in with a primer first, and this is the Essence Fresh and Fit Awake Primer. And I've got the foundation too, and I'm going to use the foundation also. This combination is my absolute favorite right now. It gives such a dewy, glowy finish. For it to be a super dewy combination, it lasts a super long time on my skin, and that is incredible. I'm like super obsessed with this combination, and I'm mad that I already filmed my like natural fresh face glowy routine, because I definitely would have been using this combination in that video instead of what I'd used before. That combination is still good, but this is my current favorite, and I'm like crazy obsessed. It's not going to minimize your pores or anything. It's just going to give you such a beautiful within glow. If you look up close, I think there's like itty bitty glitters in it, but that doesn't bother me because when you put on the foundation, that covers it up. And also the smell to this, so good. Oh my gosh, I love the smell of this. It smells exactly like my Catrice liquid camouflage concealer, and I know a lot of people don't like that smell, but I am super obsessed with it. It smells like really fresh and clean, but with like a, I don't know, with like a you know? I'm gonna use my Essence Fresh and Fit Awake foundation. I'm trying to get opinions on other foundations, and it's so hard when you have ones that you really love because you want to keep reaching and reaching for these. And this is definitely one that I like don't want to stop using at all. But I have to make myself sometimes so I can try new stuff. As you can see, my skin is super glowy. It looks kind of like wet. Like if my eyes and eyebrows weren't done, it would look like I just got out of the shower and my skin is perfect. Who dat? Love this foundation. It's so pretty, and oh my god, it's affordable. Have you guys seen Essence? It's affordable as crap. My favorite concealer of all time. I recently purchased some stuff from Ulta, and I haven't had this concealer in so long. I've been so lost without it. I picked up two this time. I've got Light Neutral or Natural, I think it's what it's called, and Porcelain. You would think that Porcelain would be the lighter color, but I think the other one is slightly lighter. And it's the one I go for, but I can't find it at the moment, so we're using this. I love this concealer. It is insanely full coverage. It looks dewy and beautiful. And it has that smell to it that I'm obsessed with. I don't know what's made me use this lately, but I have been reaching for this a lot. It's the e.l.f. HD powder, I think is what it's called, but it's the loose one. I normally don't reach for powders like this, especially HD ones, because it'll give you that white cast, but I haven't been caring lately. I just really like how it makes my skin look. This is a Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just gonna dip it and tap off. I kind of just like run it everywhere. And that's going to set that foundation down, but it's not going to take away the effect of the foundation. I don't know, I'm just like really loving this powder lately. It makes me look so smooth and non-cakey, which is rare for a powder. I was going to go for my butter bronzer, but I feel like I use that so much I wanted to do something a little bit different. It's not crazy different, but I don't reach for this as much as my butter bronzer, even though this is very nice. So I'm gonna go into this e.l.f. bronzer in Forever Sunkissed, and I'm gonna bronze it up. Yeah, it's such a pretty color. I'm just very impressed by how fast it blends. It doesn't like cling to any certain spots. It's just a really nice go-to bronzer. And for $6, girl. My favorite bronzer brush of all time is e.l.f. complexion brush, and I'm gonna bronze the forehead. Okay, so as I bronze my forehead, my hairline came down a little bit onto my forehead. We're just gonna pretend that we don't see that at all. And oh my goodness, there is my battery light coming on. Bitch. I haven't used this much, but this is my Colourpop to the 10. And again, a Real Technique brush. Very pretty color. I'm gonna highlight the face with this Wet n Wild Blossom Glow. Before we go back to the eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and set down my face with my Catrice Prime and Fine Multifixing spray. And this stuff gets you so dewy. Oh my gosh, and you have to hold it back. Because the spray is kind of intense, but girl, do you see that? It is like, it soaks your face, but in a good way. I'm so sorry, my camera battery is dying. I have to charge it for a little bit, and I will finish my makeup when I come back. Okay, so my camera battery is done charging. I'm back, and while I was waiting for it to charge, I went ahead and applied mascara and lashes. Oh yeah, and I tight lined my upper eyelid. So since the face is already done, I'm gonna zoom you back in, and we're gonna finish up the eyes and the lips, and we will be done. All right, so we're gonna finish up the eyes, and I'm gonna go back into Wake Up Call, and that was our crease shade. But I'm gonna take this e.l.f. detail crease brush. It's the really small version of the regular crease brush, and I'm gonna run that right under the eye. And then I'm gonna go back into Best Coast Scenario, and we're gonna do the same thing, just slightly lower. And finally, to create a little bit more of a seamless blend, I'm gonna go back into this color. This is Running Late, and that's just gonna help blend everything out the best it can possibly be. And for this look, I'm gonna keep the eyes nice and wide looking, or open looking, and use a nude eyeliner on the waterline. And then finally, for my inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go in with Blossom Glow one more time. And for the last step of the eyes, I'm gonna take this Catrice Lashes to Kill mascara, and I'm gonna do my lower lash line, and I'll zoom you out and I'll be right back. I'm gonna line with this Wet n Wild gel lip liner, and this is in the shade Bear to Comment. As you may know, liquid lipsticks are not for me. I can pretty much never wear a liquid lipstick because they dry down, and I have like the driest lips ever. Like, my lips are so dry, and I honestly need to drink more water than I do. That's a problem. But with a super creamy lip liner and a gloss on top, I can do anything. Oh, and by the way, if you don't have super dry lips, these are a really good formula in general. And this is in the shade Coral Corruption. Oh yeah, this is the color I was looking for. So the lip is dried down, and it's not like uncomfortable, but I can tell it's a little dry for me, so I'm gonna go over the top of it with a gloss, and this is one of my favorites. This is the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip and Fairy Floss, and this can go on pretty much everything. Alright, so this is the finished look. I really hope you like it. So now that we have reached the end of the video, my hair is done. It's done. My hair has like gone home, put its pajamas on, and went to bed. My hair closed the door and is done. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you liked the look I did today. So again, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Okay, that's too much. This camera angle is a bitch. Okay, I'm okay. You see my crooked shoe rack in the back. It's gonna be okay. That was really unattractive. Next, what was I gonna say? Zoom. I feel like I'm too much for me today. Maybe I'll back out a little bit. Priming my eyelids. Focus. Oh no, that was ridiculous. Girl, my frizz though, yes. It's so hot in here. It feels hot in here. Where's my big fluffy blender? Big fluffy blender. I'm gonna take, what am I gonna take? Morphe M15. Blend. Hello? Focus, bitch. That's my empty one. I can't use that. Hello? Hello? Concealer. It's in that shade.